What's happening, people? Welcome back to the channel. KG is back. Match review time and transfer news time. We're gonna have to mix it all in one today because we got a bit of breaking news for two players, incomings and possibly outgoings too. So stay tuned and we'll talk about it just in a moment. T85 saying afternoon KG still can't keep a clean sheet, but impressed by Rutter despite his ring rust. Yeah, we're gonna talk about him. Nate saying, my God, Sydney is so good, it's unreal. That's what I'm saying. I know it's the opposition today, Accrington Stanley, but he was showing his class today. He was real good today. Deserved his goal as well. And Luke Stokes simply put in Leeds United a win in the FA Cup. Tremendous. Um, but listen, we beat Accrington Stanley 3-1. Oh, of course. Before I go into it, of course, you know the drill, people. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Drop your comments after the video's done, or if you're watching the replay. Mr. P, big shout out to you for the super thanks on the last video, much appreciated. And I'll just say off the bat, I thought the lineup was real good today. I thought the lineup was a real attacking one. The back four was one that I would have liked to have seen in the cup previously, so it was good to see them together today. Maybe altogether I might put Strauch in ahead of Firpo in the Premier League, but I thought the lineup was real good today. Nice to see Jorginho get a start. He could give us 75 minutes, and I thought he was real good considering he hadn't played since November. That you could see there was a lot of good touches, especially creating from deep. I think we can see the kind of player that we'll have once he gets up to speed. I think he's going to be a real good acquisition. So, yeah, real good with that. Bamford was hungry today. Listen, the signings have made Patrick Bamford hungry. Even when we scored, I think Sinistera knocked in that third goal, didn't he? And you could see Bamford was like, yeah, I'm happy for you, but I wish I'd got it. Need that. You need that hunger. He's hungry to try and keep his place because he knows it's in jeopardy. It's very much in jeopardy now. So it's good. It's absolutely good. Let's have a look. What's everyone saying? Yeah, we'll talk about that. Once we'll talk about the Weston McKennie, Jack Harrison, who scored a real good goal today. Very good strike, lucky layoff from Bamford. He'll probably say he meant it, but it was a lucky one. But nice clean hit from Harrison. And it's funny how it goes, isn't it? I saw a few people that were saying that they would sell him. They saw him score that goal and they said, "Now we'll keep him." Man, prisoners of the moments. I love it. Yeah, I'm well. Lewis is Patrick Bamford. Him tried to get his goal, but it just wasn't happening for him. C lad is saying Firpo is back, baby. Yeah, shout out to Firpo for his first goal. Real good move as well, by the way. Was it Harrison breaking down the left after being released from Rocker, and then Firpo with his right foot? Or was that the Bamford one? Was that the Bamford one? I've got it all mixed up. I think I've got that one mixed up. No, it was Bamford. It was Firpo and Bamford that combined for that one. Yeah, and Firpo with his right foot gets his first goal. Shout out to Firpo for that. Yeah, it was Sinistera, the one with the link-up one. Liam Moore saying Rutter's celebrations are class. It's like he scores every goal. Yeah, it's good. He's loving getting involved. First start. Listen, it's a tough game as well. Accrington Stanley. And listen, I'll give Accrington a bit of credit here because I actually thought they were the better team before we scored the first goal. I know that there were a bit half chances, long range shots that were straight at Meslier, but I thought they were real in control. But then you saw when Harrison hits that from distance, that's the Premier League class that comes into play, or usually comes into play. So it's unfortunate for Accrington, but it's how it goes. If you don't take one of your chances against a bigger team, then that's what happens in this cup, as we've seen many times over the years. And I just want to say as well, it was nice to have the visual of the lower league team against Premier League Leeds United again. I know we had it with Crawley, but we were still like a work in progress. But it was nice to see it restored the feeling for me of like older days when Leeds United were the big fish coming down to a lower league club. I liked it, man. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. Yeah, Karen, great goal from Harrison. It was a beautiful strike. Beautiful strike. Bamford was good today. Was good. Nabino saying Accrington did really well. And yeah, and just further more credit to him as well, by the way. Accrington, hey, they almost caught us with our Achilles heel, which was a break from our own corner, but they didn't score. It was a kind of a tame shot into Meslier, and they got a corner themselves. But yeah, we gotta clean that stuff up, man. We have to clean that stuff up. But also as well, people, Accrington, their set pieces as well. They weren't just throwing it into the mixer. They weren't just getting it high into the mixer. They were varying it up. So listen, fair play to fair play to them and good luck in the league to them. I know that they're not doing too well, but if they carry on like that, if they think that they're playing Leeds United every week, I'm sure they'll pick up points in the league. I mean, Jimbo, come on now. If Accrington had started Adekola, we would have struggled, I think. And listen, shout out to him, getting that goal as soon as he comes on. Real impact. And I know people are measuring it up to Llorente coming on and we conceding a goal. Rest in peace to Verba's record as well. It's gone now. He has now conceded when he's been on the pitch. But I actually thought, listen, there was a lot of good performances today, but I don't know about Melier, man. I thought Melier, he didn't have too much to do, but I didn't think he was commanding crosses very well at all today. I thought that he was flapping at them just a bit. I don't know how anyone else saw Melier's performance today, and it didn't surprise me when we conceded the goal in the end because yeah, it was a decent save to the side, but it wasn't hit with any power or anything else like that. But hey, listen, we've got the goal, we've got the win, we're through to the fifth round, which is beautiful. Go on a cup run. I love it. I love it. I want this cup run. So I'm hoping for another light tie in the next round. I know everyone wants the big games and a big tie. I don't want it. I want the lighter rounds, and let's deal with the bigger clubs later on. Yeah, I mean, listen, yeah, give me your thoughts on Melier because what it is that I don't want to seem like I'm going at Melier because I know I'm known for saying that he needs to save the first shot at times. But I just didn't think it was very commanding today, and I thought he could have done a little bit better with the very little he had to do. And like I've said many times, when you're at a bigger club where he's linked to going, you have to do better on those kind of occasions because it's going to be like a game like today, or even like Brentford where he had nothing to do. But yeah, we'll see, we'll see. But Blinkivish is saying very poor handling from Melier. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so too. Yeah, Heel Moxley saying fan shouting shoot to Furpo when he's on the halfway line. Yeah. At your service saying some games he's commanding today. Not yeah, he's not usually that bad with his commanding of crosses. He's not usually that bad. His distribution is poor, by the way. I mean that didn't change today. I mean he kicked it out so many times, but usually he's much better at getting crosses than that. But hey, let's have a look. Lee Waters with a super chat. Thank you for the support. So Furpo is a defender but a finisher. That would explain a lot. Got the job done today. Nice little cup run building. It's lovely, isn't it? I don't know like why people want to get knocked out of the cup so early. I mean, with every round you go through, you shorten your chances and increase your chance, I should say, of winning a cup. I mean, it's not guaranteed, but listen, Crystal Palace got to the cup final and finished 14th. And that was under Patrick Vieira's first season, and they didn't have a full squad before that and had loads of new acquisitions. Listen, our squad, especially going forward, by the way, is absolutely scary. I mean, how scary was it for Accrington today, seeing Bamford and everyone else go off and then Rodrigo coming on? It's a lovely problem to have, isn't it? It's absolutely lovely. Liam Moore saying, Liam, shout out to you, man, for the super chat. There's no chance big teams are looking at Melier. He's like a flappy bird in the net. Tremendous. What I will say to that, Liam, though, is that when I talk about Mele, I know he's got a lot of potential. I know he's got a lot of potential to be great. He's obviously still very young. He's still developing and everything else like that. But I would also say that maybe people wouldn't have seen Aaron Ramsdale in the form that he was in at both Bournemouth and Sheffield United going to a top club either. But these coaches, these teams, they do deeper scouting than we know as fans, and they see things that they know that they can improve in goalkeepers. And I've got no doubt Melier will improve as a goalkeeper, but like today should have been like a bread and butter kind of game for him today, and it kind of made it look a little more difficult than it should have been. But yeah, listen, he's only 22. He's our number one, undisputed number one, and we'll continue supporting him. But yeah, it wasn't a commanding performance today. Uh, Barry Whitwell saying, I'm seeing more positive than negative. Some of our out of form players all of a sudden look like world beaters today. The new signings are rejuvenating this team. Jesse keeps saying as well, the team is starting to understand the system a lot more. That's what we need. That's what we need. So, yeah, I mean, it's good. It's good. I do believe in Jesse when he's saying that the team is in understand the instructions more now because it's quite evident to see. You just have to use your eyes with that. We do need results still coming up in the league, and no better place to start than Forest. And we'll talk about Forest in just a second as well. But yeah, I thought there was a lot of good performances today. Rucker was very solid today. He looked very comfortable. Geronimo saying Greenwood not a CM, too much went past him. I mean, he was involved in the build up for the first goal today. But again, I understand what people are saying. As I've said before, he's just reminded me of James Ward-Prowse, where he's just good at set pieces and things like that. And his general game probably needs a bit of work. But in all fairness to Sam Greenwood, he did start out as a striker, so he's kind of learning this kind of place in the team. But listen, that won't be a problem soon because we've got a new midfielder coming in. Hey, we got a new midfielder coming in. So yeah, I mean, listen, is there much else to say about this game? Is there anything else people want to get off their chest in regards to this game? Uh, like I say, Rooter as well. Let me just say again for Jorginho, lovely to see him on the ball, lovely to see him create and see that kind of link-up play we're going to get from him. His shooting was a little bit rusty, but you can see once he's fully fit, man, he's going to bang a few in. I'm not talking Haaland levels, but I think he's going to score quite a few goals for us. I thought he looked really, really impressive considering he hadn't played for a long time since November. Well, listen, you know me, I don't like to talk about referees and I won't. But never thought I'd miss VAR poor decisions there. The referee was appalling. I mean, even that first half tackle on Firpo, which was a typical lower league tackle down there, he had to delay thinking about giving the guy a yellow card. I mean, yeah, there was a lot of poor decisions today, but thankfully we'll be back in the Premier League where referees are just as poor, but they got VAR to give them a little bit of help. A little bit of help. Look at this. Need drama back. Rasmus looks like an M&S ailing. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. Junior Frood. Okay. It's so good seeing Somerville and Nanto friendship. Yeah, they're doing some more stuff off the pitch together. But sooner the Somerville's back for us, and again, we're not even talking about Somerville today, as he's not back yet. But yeah, our attacking options are lovely. I cannot complain one bit about our attacking options, and even Bamford making himself now available, having to make himself available, having to keep himself fit is even benefiting the team. You can see what he's about. His pass as well, by the way, for it was Firpo's goal, was lovely. That was a lovely reverse pass by Bamford. Keep yourself fit and keep fighting to get in the team. It's only going to benefit us as Leeds United as a club, and hopefully it will benefit Patrick Bamford in the future. Yeah, beautiful assist. Not even lovely. It was beautiful. I was like, ooh, lovely. That's what it's all about. You know, me, I love techie football, and that's what Bamford give us today with a few of his passes. So, hey, let's go. Let's go. Right, what are we saying? What are we saying? David Baker, does any team in the Premier have attacking options? We have. Well, listen, let's not go to the top of the Premier League, David, but I definitely believe we've got some better than what they have in totality. But teams around us, I don't think any team touches our attack. I really don't. I'm just thinking West Ham, even West Ham, you know, they got Ings on the shelf for a couple of weeks. They've got Antonio, Scamacca's injured. Southampton, you know who's there. Forest, you know, they're in and out with whoever they play. And, you know, there's even rumors that they're selling a couple of players this summer in Lewis O'Brien and Harry Toffolo, who they only just got in the summer. I just think that we've got a wealth of options, especially with Sinistera back, with Somerville to come back, Ruta settling in, Bamford keeping himself healthy, Rodrigo top scorer, Nanto still playing. Lord have mercy. Napa, I don't want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about it. Let me concentrate on the top end of the pitch. But no, listen, we've got a wealth of options. So that's why I just think that we're gonna have more than enough to stay up. I'm not saying we're out of the relegation battle. Of course, we're not. We need to win games, but I think our attack will help us pull through. I do. Let's have a look. Everyone's doing the here we go stuff. Let me just get this super chat. Luke McNally saying our squad look next level after this window. Firpo and Verba, a great left back, centre back pairing. Yeah, and I mean, and you got to believe as well, Luke, that maybe Strauch will be the first choice left back in the league, which you can understand. But it's nice to have a couple of options on the side, and if something's not working, we can change it. We can change it. But I thought again, Werber looked good today. Werber and Koch. It's a shame Koch is going to be out for the Forest game. But listen, it's good to have these kind of options here at the club. I just see things looking up for Leeds United. You know, maybe I'm being overly optimistic, but I'm not saying we're going to be in Europe next season. Or there might be a chance if the summer goes right. But I do see us getting out of this mess and stop being a perennial, just hope we stay up kind of team, because that's not what Leeds United's about, man. We need to get back to the old days. Let's restore that feeling of, you know, Europa Leagues and flirting with Champions Leagues again. We can get there one day. I don't know how soon it will be, but we need to get out of this little mini league that we're in and get to mid-table safety. Alex with a super chat. Thank you, Alex. Greenwood, not a ball winner in the centre of the park. He's not a ball winner. He's more, if he's going to be there, he's going to be more of a creator. That's what he's about. He's about threading through balls in and taking set pieces. That's his game. That's why he just reminds me of a lesser James Ward-Prowse. Robbie saying, I'm liking the evolution of the squad. Me too, Robbie. I'm loving what I'm seeing. And for me, the new guys coming in are just on a different level. And you know what? Let's get onto them. Let's get onto the new guys, because we got another one coming in. And you know, it's so funny. I had so many messages last night after the video I did yesterday about McKennie. Oh, I'm worried about McKennie's not coming. There must be something going wrong. Why is it turned into a loan, this and that? I was like this. Calma. It's all done. It's all done. Bar the medical. This is done. And listen, just courtesy of the main man Fabrizio and Allegri as well, the Juventus manager. Weston McKennie to Leeds. Here we go, which is, you know, the catchphrase. Understand Leeds will pay a 1.2 million loan fee. Deal will include a buy option, which is good, for 33 million plus add-ons. Leeds president Radrizzani unlocked the deal with Juventus in the night. McKennie has agreed personal terms with Leeds. So basically, guys, it's done. We are getting Weston McKennie. And that's why I said yesterday, I was not worried about it. The pace of a transfer doesn't concern me. I mean, I see so many warriors in the fan base. Oh my God, it's another day. Are we going to get it done? It's like, oh, chill. It's happening. But as you can see there, the deal was obviously changed by whoever, we don't know, Leeds or Juventus, to a loan and then buy option in the summer. And I'm glad we do have that option. And, you know, listen, whether it works out or not, we're not locked into it. I still would have preferred a permanent off the bat, just so we know he's definitely going to be here. But if it works out for both parties, we will definitely get the deal done in come the summertime. I just think the deal makes sense all round. As I said in the video, I think it was Monday now before this link would even appeared, and you know, I'm thinking of Weston McKennie from Juventus. And now it's happened, and I'm delighted with it. I've got to be honest. I'm absolutely delighted with the deal. But we'll talk about it more when we see him hold up the shirt and do his whole, you know, signing videos that we see on social media, and we'll talk about it more then. But man, just the options that we got. I mean, Joe Mark here is saying McKennie and Adams. Yes, beautiful, isn't it? And then if you got Rocker to come off the bench or play all three, the variations that we can now do with this midfield is, it's frightening. It's frightening. It's not frightening for other teams. Gavin, why have you just doubted me, Gavin? Gavin, you know me better than this. Gavin is saying, don't think we have an option, KG. And we do have an option to sign him. It's right there. It's right there. There were so many people as well, like doubting, and you know what it is? It's because of Twitter. It's because of Twitter rumors that you're always gonna doubt things, and that's why I only follow a select few journalists on there, because there's only a few that I would take their word for it, and it doesn't mean it's gonna happen all the time, but they have got more of a clue than other people. Arsenal weren't even in the race, I don't think. You know, we hear today that Ornstein saying that Forest tried to hijack it at the 11th hour. I wasn't worried about that. You know, Forest couldn't try their best, but there was no chance he was going to go there when he's got Leeds to come to. Just from who we've got here in Marsh, Aronson, and of course Tyler Adams. So yeah, I wasn't worried about the last minute Forest interest. Hey, listen, we are moving up our team levels, and that's the most important thing, people. We're moving our team up levels instead of relying on players that shouldn't be in the Prem. We are now getting players that can hopefully push us up the table. and it may not come this season. It may just be a survival thing this year when, maybe at best we can finish 14th, but maybe we can go on a run. Who knows? But when you're getting in players like this, it helps you get up the table and it helps your team get better. John F with the super chat. Thank you for that, man, John. McKennie is the perfect signing for a Jesse Marsh system. He'll become a fan favorite quick. He and Adams will be running circles around opponent Premier League midfields. I back it, John. I do, and that's what I mean. When I've said before on here, and long-time subscribers of mine will know, when one of Rucker or Adams is out the starting lineup, even against someone against like Palace or Southampton, I doubt the result. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen here. Now you've got those two. Now you've got McKennie coming in. Listen, we're good. We're good on this side. We're good on this side, Tommy. I'll put this up because this is tremendous. There's still time to sign Che Adams. Lovely. Can you imagine that? Imagine that guy trying to fit in this team now. Oh, my Lord. Oh, well. Al Forrest is saying, don't be scared to dream. Yeah, I mean, let's get this season out the way first. Let's get this season out the way first. But listen, come the summer, I don't know how much money or capital we're going to have to further strengthen the team, but it's looking very promising. This is the Leeds United that we should have, come to expect with quality players in the team. This is it. So yeah, Robbie saying Root has got me drooling. He's going to be amazing for us once he's up to speed. Agreed. Callum asking, anyone else coming in? Do you think? I don't think so. I know a lot of people keep on talking about left back and another defender, but I would say it's highly unlikely. I'm not closing it off because Lord knows I didn't see us signing Ruter and McKennie this month, and Verber, of course, because he's been a big component of what we've done at the back. So who knows? But I would say it's highly unlikely just from the outlay that we've put out. And who knows who switched it to a loan from a permanent in January. It could have been Juventus, could have been us for financial reasons. So, hey, listen, we'll see. We'll see. Window will be done. I think it's Tuesday night, isn't it? I think it's Tuesday night and the 1st of February. So probably late Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember which one it is. I'll have a look. But yeah, so listen, for everyone that was doubting, McKennie is coming by any medical mess ups. But the other one we've got to talk about, people, is the Leicester City one. And we spoke about this earlier in the week. In Jack Harrison, the interest from Leicester City. Well, David Ornstein's been on it again during the game, by the way, saying that Leicester made a 20 million offer last week to sign Jack Harrison from Leeds. And Leeds are deciding whether to sell or keep and tie down Harrison to a new contract. Also unclear if the 26-year-old winger is in favor of the move or not. So it kind of tells you, though, that alone tells me, yeah, David saying 11 p.m. Tuesday, yeah. That kind of tells me that Leeds are definitely considering it. I know Jesse said that he wants Jack Harrison to stay and sign a new contract, but maybe it's a thing where Leeds are saying, well, 20 million is something good we can get for someone with 18 months left. I kind of disagree. I think that 20 million is something you get with 12 months left for Jack Harrison. I think that if it's at this stage, unless it's like a fee of around 25 million with add-ons, I would probably say no and keep Jack Harrison for further depth. I mentioned all those attackers. I didn't even say Jack Harrison's name, not on purpose, but that's just how much attacking options and wealth we've got in that area. So I can understand why Leeds are considering it, but it does tell you if the bid was submitted and it wasn't knocked back straight away, that Leeds United are considering this offer. And it's also on Jack as well. Does Jack want to stay here? Does Jack see himself breaking through all these attackers that we've currently got? Or does he see himself taking on a fresh challenge at Leicester City? It's going to be interesting, isn't it? We'll see what happens with that. Obviously, there's not a long time to go in the transfer window, and we'll keep our eye on it. But what are you guys saying? In regards to that? Dale Steele is saying Anthony Gordon is on par with Harrison, and he's 45 million. I hear that. The only thing that I would say, and listen, I need to make it clear, I don't rate Anthony Gordon like that. Has he got potential? Sure. But he's done zilch to be called 45 million. Problem is, he's got that hype on him. You can't escape the hype. Jack Harrison doesn't quite have that hype. He's a lot older in compared to Anthony Gordon. So Yeah, I mean, is Anthony Gordon a better player than Jack Harrison? No, he's not. But you know what it is with when you've got the British media hyping you up like they have with Anthony Gordon, he's going to go for that kind of money. Unfortunately, as well, Jack Harrison's contract comes into it as well with it being up in next summer. And listen, you know what the thing is as well? We're still in the position of strength here. Leicester are the ones that need Jack Harrison more than we need him at this point. So it's up to Leicester to really see if they want to get in there and up the bid. If Leeds say no and we need a little bit more. What is everyone saying though? Dale also adds Everton fans complain about Gordon being lazy too. Yeah, I listen. I watch, like I said, I watch a lot of games, and he doesn't bring nothing to me. He doesn't move me, and I know he scored against us, but who hasn't? That doesn't mean anything. You know, he doesn't do enough for me to justify sitting out of training for 3 days trying to hold off for a move to Newcastle. He hasn't done nearly enough, but it's the way of the game. I mean, you're seeing at the moment at Brighton, Moses Saicedo, who's holding out for a move to Arsenal, put out a big old lengthy statement on social media, on both Twitter and Instagram, saying, "I need this move. I have 10 siblings," and it's the way it is now, man. It's the way it is, especially with social media. It's harder and harder for clubs to keep hold of players that want to go. Slow steady Steve, swap deal for Harvey Barnes. Listen, that's one of the reasons why they're looking at Jack Harrison. Harvey Barnes, I like him a lot, but he hasn't been like on it all season long, and they probably want a bit more competition there. So again, you can see where it makes sense for Leicester City, but it's going to be interesting to look out for this one, isn't it? If it hasn't been rejected by now, are Leeds going to accept? Does Jack want the move? It's going to be interesting to see, isn't it, Lewis? I'm not putting that one up. I'm not putting that one up. Mother Tucker, tremendous name. Jacko wants to sign a new deal. He's going nowhere. We'll see, Mother Tucker, because that new deal I think was on the table for what, last summer, maybe hasn't signed it. Was maybe holding out for Newcastle. Who knows? Who knows? We're gonna find out before this window closes, though. TM27 making a point here. Last stream, everyone was saying sell Harrison. One decent game against League One Accrington Stanley, and now everyone wants him to stay. Yeah, TM, that does happen. That does happen a lot. You know how it is. I get it a lot with messages when I don't rate a player, and then after 15 games, they score one goal, and then the people come and message say, "Well, what you got to say about this player?" Now I'm saying that's his first goal in 15. Come back next week and see if he does it again. But that's what happened. Some people are prisoner of the moments, but there was a genuine, I would say it was more 60-40 that wanted Jack to go, but there was a strong amount of people in the comments that did want Jack to stay too. So I can imagine a few people wanting Jack to stay. He's always got that talent in him. You know he has, but we talk about 26. And like I said in the previous stream when I talked about Jack, he's moving into that Jesse Lingard territory of he could be a good player. And then you turn around and look at Jesse Lingard, he's 28 years old and you still talk about potential. I just think he needs more consistency and more belief in his game, but it's going to be hard for him to start many games in this current setup once everyone's fit. But yeah, people talk about his celebration. He doesn't really go mad with celebrations anyway. He doesn't really go mad. So I don't read into his lack of celebration today. Uh, Marching on saying, to be fair, everyone's saying he won't get ahead of Cine, Ruta, Kree, etc. What when one of them is out injured or out of form? Keep him as an excellent depth piece. That's what good clubs do. Yeah, I mean there is that marching on. For me, I don't. The goal today doesn't change it for me. He's a bench player in this current team when everyone is fit. And yes, we would keep him as a bench option because that is a good option. I think he's looked more impressive actually in general coming off the bench lately, but it might be a case of trying to balance the books as well. We must remember that we are putting out a pretty, healthy outlay. Listen, we've already spent a record amount on Jorginho, 10 million on Verba, and then obviously the loan fee is low for McKennie, but then we'll be shelling out that money come the summer. So there's a lot of outlay with very little coming back in. So I think we'll see what kind of decision it is, whether it's a personal or a business decision. Uh, let's have a look. Yeah, I mean, oh no. Well, okay, so yeah, I mean, so that is the latest. I mean, let me just check the news and see if there's anything else. Like I said yesterday, things change so quickly. so quickly. I mean, okay, yeah, all right. 2 minutes ago, Fabrizio said Weston McKennie will travel to England in the next 24 hours to undergo the medical test and sign a new contract as a Leeds United player. Again, just confirming again, 1.2 million low fee and 33 million plus add-ons as buy options. Personal terms agreed. Move confirmed. Yeah, love it. It warms my soul. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually gassed. I'm actually gassed. I can't wait. I want the medical to go through first. Like I say, get the signing video done. Our options, man. This is it, man. We're gonna restore that Leeds United feel again and become one of those big hitters. One day, it's coming. It's coming. uh, Wayne Hindle is not holding back. Wembley, Wembley. We're after the famous Wembley. We're the famous Leeds United. We're after Wembley. I hear it. I hear it. Let's see who we get in the next round first. Napa saying we tried to Forshaw to medical science. Oh, we tried to give Forshaw to medical science, but they rejected him. Oh, tremendous. Listen, yeah, I mean he's made himself injured all month, so we couldn't sell him to Cheltenham Town. So it's unfortunate. But listen, he's not getting anywhere near this team when everyone's healthy, and that's a good thing. That's what we need. John F saying we have a real squad now. Yeah, and I'll say it again. Listen, there's no excuses now for Jesse going forward in terms of league. It's time to pick up some league wins now. You've got the players, you've got the attack to certainly outscore teams. You've got the midfield quality in there. Come on now, Jesse, get it together. I want it to work for you, man, but you've got to make it work too. Gail saying you said McKennie deal was okay. Yeah, I did, man. I tried to reassure everyone yesterday, no, but a few people weren't trying to hear it, man. They weren't trying to hear it. There's always a pessimism when it comes to Leeds United. There always will be. Even for the cup game to get today, you heard people talking about Histon and Crawley and everything else like that. But we're evolving, man. We're changing, and this is it. That's gonna be us going forward for me. I think that is it. Maybe I'm getting too excited. Let me just hold back a little before I say something I regret. Bomi, shout out to Bomi. KG, will you take Pulisic on a free? He's injured, man. He's injured, isn't he? There was a comment on one of my videos talking about that group chat between like McKennie, Adams, Aronson, Pulisic, everything else like that. You can even imagine them talking like that and having a good laugh. But yeah, Pulisic, when he's fit, he is a good player, and I think he would probably thrive better at Leeds United than he has at Chelsea. But I don't think it's even an option. And plus, I don't think we need him. We don't need him right now. So yeah. Dara here. Shout out to my dad, Brian Buggy. Okay, yep. Who loves you, KG? He loves everything you do. He will do a super chat soon. Oh man. Hey, listen, the support, the fact that he's taking his time out to watch and listen, there's over 800 of you here. Please hit a like on the video. Best way to support the channel and everything else like that. You know the drill. But yeah, listen, shout out to your dad, Brian. The fact that he watches it means everything to me. The fact that people take their time out to listen to me talk about Leeds United is still a surreal thing to me, especially when I meet people at the ground. So yeah, listen, big up and big love to your dad, man. Hope he's well. Lewis saying KG has eyes on the inside. Don't start that, man. Do you know how many people have tried to say I've been at ITK this week? I don't like that, man. I don't like it. I promise I don't have eyes on the inside. Whether I'm not smiling too much. I'm smiling too much. But no, I don't. Ruben here, just saying no more excuses. There is quality in this squad, that is clear. Future potential captains in Verber and Adams. Favorite Leeds channel KG from Texas, march on together. Shout out to you, Ruben. And exactly, I echo that. There's so much quality now to not win games on a more regular basis than we are now, which is not very often. So yeah, he's got to turn it around because there's a lot to work with it within this squad now. Yes, the defense, I hear it. It's not the greatest, but you can work around it with the quality players that we've got. But yeah, you guys are funny, man. You guys are funny. Listen, I don't know how much longer I've got now. So listen, is there anything else that you guys want to say before we head off for this one? I don't see myself coming back on later today, so my next one will probably be the signing of McKennie, and we can just like bask in that glory. And we also must forget as well, we're through to the 5th round of the FA Cup. I know that just seems to be like a footnote of this stream now, but we're through. So we're in the hat for the next round. Marching on. That's exactly the type of response we'd expect from a man with eyes on the inside. Just kidding. Tremendous. It's all good. It's all good. But yeah. And yeah, listen as well. German Munaz, sorry, I always forget how to say your last name. Chris Armas is already making a difference. And just on that, I didn't really talk about that because it's backroom stuff. But the more people that Jesse trusts, and I think that shows more backing as well, by the way, from the board for Jesse, is better for Jesse Marsh. The fact that he's got an assistant that he knows from a long time from his playing days, that he trusts, and who seemingly does a good job in the back room, even better for Jesse. Like I say, he's got a lot of tools here. The only thing that you probably say is missing is an out and out left back that you would want, or a centre back. But listen, you've got more than enough to do the job. So I hope it works out. But listen, you know what? Oh no, no, no. Somebody's asking who I want in the next round. Whoever's the easiest, Stephen. Whoever's the easiest. I want another easy. I want an easy cup run. It's not like when we were in the championship and everybody wanted Premier League teams because we weren't in that league. No, we're a Premier League team now. We'll see these guys twice a year. Let's go and get the lower league teams and then get to the bigger teams and then see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. uh, and yeah, John F just saying Jesse has been backed. Let's get behind the squad. I'm excited. I'm very excited. I'm very excited about what's to come. Very excited. Yeah, Chris King here, Wrexham for me. Yeah, if they beat Sheffield United, yeah, we'll take them. We'll take them. But listen, people, I think I'm going to leave it there. Let me just check one more time. As like I say, things change very quickly. And yeah, somebody says there's only 130 likes. Come on, guys, help your boy out and smash the like for me. Please do that for me. Yeah, nothing else, nothing else. So yeah, there we are with the McKennie and Harrison and the FA Cup. So said all I've got to say. Even if you've left comments in the live chat today, the live chat today was absolutely buzzing. Beautiful to see. It looks like everyone's in quite high spirits. So love to see that. And yeah, listen, if you want to leave your comments on after the video, please do that. And give me your thoughts and feelings. I read all the comments, as you guys very well know. And it's always good to get your opinion. So give me your thoughts on the McKennie thing, and please, if you doubted me, say I should have trusted your judgment. Actually, no, what? Don't say that because he could fail the medical. So just leave that for now. But yeah, give me your thoughts on Harrison too and about the cup game today. And I'll see you in the next one, people. Enjoy the rest of your day. Peace out.